Your Humanities Half Hour is brought to you by the Northern Marianas Humanities Council.
H.A.F.A. Welcome to Your Humanities Half Hour. I'm Catherine Perry, and today we are talking wellness with Marianas Health Services and particularly the H.A.F.A. initiative. And joining us today are the Director of Operations, Rosa Omar-Castro, and also the Community Outreach Referral Coordinator, Venus Raguine. Raguine.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Tell us, what is the H.A.F.A. initiative and how can it help our community?
H.A.F.A. initiative is health, education, awareness, and physical activities. It is a Pacific Islander diabetes prevention program that uses the preventive T2 curriculum. It's designed for people who has pre-diabetes and to those who also who are at high risk for type 2 diabetes and those who wants to lower their risk. So National Diabetes Prevention Program is an evidence-based lifestyle change program that can cut persons' risk for having type 2 diabetes.
So as I understand also, this program is free for those that are eligible on a first-come, first-served basis, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about what this program entails?
The National Diabetes is led by certified instructors who will help guide participants make positive changes to their lifestyles by promoting exercises, encouraging healthier eating habits, and targeting at least a 5% weight loss. The National Diabetes Prevention Program can reverse prediabetes and also reduce risk of other health conditions such as heart disease and stroke.
I understand that Marianas Health Services is kind of like the grant recipient or something, or the administrator of this program in the Marianas. Is that correct?
Yes. 2 years ago, Marianas Health Services was reached out by H.A.F.A, Pacific Islander Diabetes Prevention Programs. We attended and got certified in Arkansas about 2 years ago, George and myself. So Marianas Health Services became the only organization that's certified through the H.A.F.A, and this is also through the CDC, Center of Disease and Communicable Disease. So this is the grant that was through CDC, H.A.F.A, and then to us.
Okay. So I think what we really want our listeners to know is that this program is available for those who qualify, and you are actually starting a series of classes on January 12th that those that are interested can sign up for. Is there, how do you determine who might be eligible to be a part of this program?
All right, so the eligibility criteria must be 18 years old, high risk for type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, or to all of those who wants to lower their risk. Actually, it's just the only thing here is they have to be 18 years old. The goal here with Marianas Health Services is to try to strengthen the lifestyle change, you know. Mm-hmm. That's our goal. That's within the eligibility criteria for.
So how would one of our listeners know if they are high risk for diabetes? Do they have to take a test? Or how do you determine? It is a prevalent disease among Pacific Islanders and or especially here in the Marianas. Based on the lifestyle a lot of us live, a lot of people might be eligible for this program. So how do you determine who specifically might be high risk and eligible? Or can anybody sign up?
Normally, we would seek also get referrals from physicians, you know, on their patients. If they feel that their patients are at high risk or borderline with diabetes, they could refer them to this program. Otherwise, with Marianas Health Services, we've been doing outreach community work for the many years that we've been here, and so that's one of the campaign or awareness that we bring out. So we just open for enrollment. They just register with us, and so we integrate the H.A.F.A initiative program in our outreach, our basic health outreach, which we have been doing for many years. So we do a basic health check with the community. Is basically checking on their glucose, their blood sugar, blood pressure, and disseminating materials, pamphlets in regards to their health, just giving people that are coming up to our booth information in regards to health, their health, and just preventive measure, maintaining maintenance. And so we have H.A.F.A initiative as part of the awareness, and from there and usually with our community health check, we're doing it in person, so we get to one-to-one, give them the awareness of the program, and if they're interested, we sign them up.
Okay. So if somebody is interested, based on our chat today and talking what the program is, they're welcome to contact you guys to see if they might be eligible?
Yes. They can always contact our office. It's Marianas Health Services at telephone number 233-4646. And ask for the community outreach referral.
Or
office.
ask about the Hoffa initiative.
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's talk a little bit about what the program entails. One of the things that got me interested in sharing about your program was Venus. We met at the Precinct 5 Health Fair. You guys were there doing outreach. And you mentioned, I think a lot of times when people talk about diabetes prevention, they kind of give you a piece of paper with what you should be eating and what you shouldn't be eating, and maybe tell you to exercise a little bit more, and that's it. But this is actually really hands-on, I would say, and it takes a real investment on your part as the coordinators, and also effort on the part of the participants. But the thing is, from what I understand, they don't have to do it on their own. You guys are going to walk with them over a period of time. And one of the things I thought was really exciting was everybody will get a lifestyle coach. So what is the role of these lifestyle coaches, Venus?
Okay, so actually I'm new to the program, but based on my experience as a student for having this, including to this classes that I learned from, they help the participant to make a positive positive lifestyle changes by promoting the exercises, encouraging the participants to have a healthier eating habit, and of course targeting at least 5% of their weight loss. My experience is that sometimes the coaches are this is a combination of online and face-to-face class. So but basically because of what happening nowadays as the pandemic, we usually do it online classes, but it is a 1-year commitment. So on the first quarter we'll be meeting once a week, and then on the second quarter we'll be meeting twice a month.
Twice a month? Okay.
Yeah. And then and the last quarter will be once a month.
Okay, so this then is it a 9-month program or a 1-year program? Okay. So in the first month you will meet once a week. You'll get coached once a week?
Months 1 to 3.
Sorry.
They meet every week.
Okay.
And then months 4 to 6 is meet every other week.
Okay.
And months 7 to 12 will meet once a month. And this is a lifestyle change program focused on healthy habits such as eating, exercise, and other things that affect weight gain and unhealthy habits that can lead to diabetes.
So have either of you played the role of a lifestyle coach for these classes?
No, I'm just new. I'll be starting my classes on January 22nd.
Okay. So lucky, some of you are going to have Venus as your lifestyle coach. How about you, Rosa? Have you been a lifestyle coach before?
No.
Okay.
I have not.
But you're the director of operations. So anyway, so from what you guys have seen, I'm sure you've had the opportunity to observe other lifestyle coaches in action. How does that go? Are they mean?
No, they're actually friendly.
And one of the reasons we know about it is because foremost at Marianas Health Services, we want to practice what we preach. So the whole staff for this last year are H.A.F.A participants. And then from H.A.F.A participant, Venus became a lifestyle coach. So as a participant myself, our lifestyle coaches so we work together, we
encourage the participant to have a healthier habit, like from tracking what they eat, and then conducting at least 150 minutes of weekly physical activity that participants are obliged to submit to their coaches to keep track of how many percentage of what weight loss they already got.
So normally the class is an hour long, alongside with your lifestyle coaches. They have materials and resources, and it's through Zoom. And so it's kind of like a classroom setting. So, you go through the materials, and at the end, we have weekly physical activities such as walking. We Pilates, and so alongside with you is your coach, doing all that you're going to do. One of the role of the lifestyle coach is they're not here to say you can't eat that, do not eat that. It's portion control is what we're saying, and so they do have materials and resources through the program from APCHO and CDC. And so our coaches' goal is to just kind of disseminate that information and go along, encourage one another. They only ask for 150 minutes of daily activity, right? Weekly activity, actually.
Activity. So most likely it's just like a 20 minutes of physical activity on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're chatting today with Rosa Omar-Castro, Director of Operations, and Venus Raguine, Community Outreach Referral Coordinator with Marianas Health Services, talking about the Hoffa initiative. And we'll be back with more after this break.
H.A.F.A Day, Olomwai, and greetings from the Northern Marianas Humanities Council. This is Executive Director Leo Pangilinan. This year, the Council celebrates our 30th anniversary, marking 3 decades of partnership with the community on a wide variety of programs that help us navigate our human experience. And we look forward to another 3 decades of doing the same. Would you consider partnering with us by making an educational tax credit donation? BGRTs and income earnings for individuals are eligible. And thank you for your continued partnership and support in making our program available.
Welcome back to Your Humanities Half Hour. We're talking about the H.A.F.A initiative with Marianas Health Services, helping individuals ages 18 and older who are at high risk for diabetes to make lifestyle changes that will help prevent them from getting diabetes. And this is a free program. They are now accepting registration for those who may be eligible. Venus, you were saying before the break that this is going to be your first time to be a lifestyle coach. And can you give us an example of what an hour's class may look like when everybody gets together, either online or in person? How does that flow?
Okay. Most likely they were asking you like how you've been doing, like for the past, because they keep tracking of what you were doing, especially your physical activity minute, like if you get all of it, like if you reach your 150 minutes weekly. So aside from that, they will ask you about your eating habits, if you and keeping track if you're sometimes we talk about like okay, what will you do if you go to a restaurant, how will you keep track of your to eat healthy.
Rosa, maybe I could ask you, what did you find most challenging about being a part of the training?
We need to be committed to it. It's a year-long program, and with all the schedules, island-style schedules, activities, events, family functions that prevent us from being committed, being there. Fortunately, with the classes that they've been offering, it is pre-recorded. So, we as participants can always go back and because they do send us all those materials and support. And so that's one of the challenges is, and I believe that's just mentally, we need to just mentally condition ourselves, to put our hearts in it and our mind to complete the program. But that's one of the challenges.
Do you feel that it made a difference in your life personally?
Oh, yes, I met my goal.
You got a big smile on your face. You're so proud.
I lost 5% of my weight goal. Now, the other challenge is keeping it off.
Yeah.
So, and that is why with Marianas Health Services, one of our goals is to continue that relationship with our the participants, past or present. So there's always that open communication. We have group chats specifically for each class. Previous year, we have a total of 11 classes. That includes Rhoda and Tinian. And so it's we have a group chat, so it's open. So we are able to communicate with them and, continue. Even if there's no classes, continue to share.
And support each other.
Yeah. That's one of the support groups that we do. With MHS, we sometimes would visit the islands and do a face-to-face visit with them.
Well, that's a really good point, that you're also recruiting from Tinian and Rhoda as well. Venus, what did you find most challenging about being a part of the class, being actually in the class?
For a daily basis, especially when you're working, because I'm having a hard time to commit, to reach my physical activity weekly, because I'll be working 8 to 5, and when I get home, I'm tired. So most likely, you need to be more resourceful of how will you going to commit yourself to this program. So for me, sometimes instead of parking in near to my office, I'll just park far, so I can just walk, and then through that.
Is that cheating?
No, I don't think so. But it helps me though, to keep myself active.
Right.
So at the same time, sometimes if I wanna walk the stairs, or not only in the office, but when I get home, I'm a wife too, so I cook for my husband. I clean a little bit. That makes myself without knowing that I'm doing that exercise, but it helps me being active too. So that's how that based on my that's how I can commit myself. And then the hardest part that I'm dealing with this is that my time. Most likely my time, and especially we have here in the island, when I get there, we got a lot of gatherings everywhere, right to left,
right.
You're eating sometimes, how we're going to say to eat a bunch of this, or this is my favorite and stuff like that, but it is a matter of discipline to yourself, to be mindful if you really to commit that you were committing yourself with this or taking this program seriously.
So the good habits that you adopted when you were in the program, have they lasted now that you're out of the program? Be honest, guys.
It did for me. We were able to, at my home, to recognize and kind of condition ourselves to slowly pull away from processed canned goods, which is very hard because that's kind of everywhere on island. Just kind of minimize the salt take in our cooking. Yes, it did. And just so to be on the record, the physical activities does not necessarily have to be walks, Pilates, Zumba, or all those. We gather our weekly minutes, physical activity minutes, by things that can be done around the home. You're
Gardening.
sweeping, you're gardening,
Yeah.
you're
Playing with your kids.
you're playing with your kids,
Walking your dogs.
Mm-hmm.
those kinds. So washing, mopping, those are considered activities. Just as long as we can keep the blood flowing through the veins, portion control on our intakes in whatever, and like we said, it's not to say you can't eat that, you can't eat that. It's all about portion control and integrating it with your physical movement. It could be at the home. It does not necessarily have to be at the gym. But with Marianas Health Services, that's one of the things. It's as a support to the class. We offer Pilates classes.
Yeah, can you tell us more about the Pilates and the Zumba and how the program works with these community, or I don't know if it's these activities?
Okay, so based on my experience to this class, some of the coaches like doing this Pilates, like they're doing discussion, 30 minutes discussion, and this is through online. So based on what I've experienced, so 30 minutes discussion and then 30 minutes physical activities, like they'll be coaching you online doing Pilates, and even if you're at home, you're still doing this, and you guys are supporting each other.
So you're doing it together?
Together, yeah,
that's
doing
cool.
it together.
All right. And how about the Zumba? I know we have some Zumba classes on at least Saipan that are for free, but are you coordinating with one of these groups, or how does that work?
No, we have not yet. We have not yet been able to reach out to them, and this is basically because of the pandemic. So with the recent, we only offered Pilates classes through our physical therapy aides and physical therapists that work.
So you
for
do it
Marianas.
online then, your own, with this group?
For the whole classes. So we have an instructor.
Oh, nice.
There are some students who goes to our clinic.
Yes, and they get scheduled. They have a schedule. Every Wednesday at 5 p.m. So we've tried previously to have early morning, at the end of the day, once or twice a week, and so it's open for all participants that are willing to just sign in and work alongside with the instructors. And our instructors are mainly MHS employees.
Okay. Well, that's really cool. I imagine it must feel better when you're working with a group of other people. Some people are really motivated by having a coach, and then also working out or working towards something with other people. What are some of the other success stories that you guys have witnessed?
So we have a couple who, before they joined into the program, the guy was just on medication for diabetes, high blood pressure. 6 months into the program, the doctor was asking, what are you doing? Keep on doing it. Because he was able to get off the medication. He's able to, from 267 pounds down to 245 or something. Same with the wife. And this is just through that 1 hour class via Zoom with instructors, their control on their eating habits, participation in physical the fitness through Pilates and on their own, and he's just one of many of our success stories, because he said he was on medication for the last 15 years, and so this is really, and this is a couple, the wife from 140 something, and now she's lost about 15 to 20 pounds. And has maintained it, and they're very happy because now the physical fitness is in them, so they're just doing it on their own, and they're sharing it through. Like I said, we have chat groups for each classes, and so that's one of not many, but a few of our success stories with our participants.
That brings up another idea. I mean, it's great that they're a couple, and they did this together. Yeah. It sounds like a real bonding time also for, somebody that is important to you, that you want to spend time with, and you both need this help. I mean, why not invest the time to do this together, right? Whether it be a family member or a friend. I guess I would say, how many slots do you have available for, well, I guess if it's online, it's not by island, but how many people are you hoping to have in the group that starts on January 12th?
Our goal is to have at least a total of 150 participants. We have about 4 to 6 lifestyle coaches. Our intent is to certify more that are interested. And so that is our goal, is to recruit about 150 participants, or even more. And like you said, the outline of the program is it's a 1 year commitment. It's the first 1 to 4 months, a weekly basis.
Once a week for an hour.
An hour.
Meeting together, yes.
And then it taper off as our mind gets conditions, and we see the changes, and we hope that we carry on. But that's our goal. To start off with that.
So it's almost like this year is a jump start for what could be a better, healthier life. Like, you got to be willing to make the commitment this year. As you said, you meet for that 1 hour a week for the first 3 months, then 1 hour every 2 weeks for the next 3 months, then 1 hour a month for the final 6 months. But you have to do all the other things in between on your own, which is, monitoring your intake, as you said, portion control, the 120 minutes, 150 minutes a week of some kind of physical activity. But really, it's setting you up for success, hopefully for the rest of your life. Am I right?
Yes.
And it can be done. I really must say that it can be done. After 4 months of that 1 hour class and for me personally, some physical activities, fitness, it changed, really kind of made a change in my lifestyle at home,
Yeah.
So my husband is not on this, my other family members are not, but just me being able to have that information, sharing it to them, so when I see them eating unhealthy, that's not good for you. I have that information ready to tell them it's going to lead you to high blood, it's going to lead you to this,
Yeah.
So being from the island, we know how sometimes hard it is to condition people mentally. Change is, at least it's changed, changes now where people are accepting something new, and it's it
Takes time.
Takes time.
And
We need
effort.
Effort,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and that is one of the reasons why we continue our community outreach. And with our community outreach, originally it was just to make them aware of the types of programs that we have, in the health-wise, but health industry. So it's going to be a struggle, we know, but with effort and teamwork, we want to continue to make them aware that we can change our lifestyle. We just need to commit, encourage one another, and that's it for the changing the lifestyle.
Well, I really want to thank you both for coming today and sharing about the Hoffa initiative. For those that are interested, you can contact Marianas Health Services. They have a new class starting on January 12th, and they're going to walk with you for the next year to help you really jumpstart a better, healthier lifestyle. I want to give you both a time for any final thoughts you may have or words of encouragement.
For the people of community, we're reaching out to you to enroll now because the classes are free, to stay healthy and to have a healthier you and me, not just you, but for their entire loved ones.
Thank you.
So, on me, this program, it can be done. It's doable. So, like Venus said, we encourage each and everyone to feel free to call in, and we'll help you out, give you more information on it, and let's, like Venus said again, let's have a healthy community. Prevention on diabetes and other health issues. It starts with you. It starts with your health, Your way.
Your way.
And that's your motto. Thank you both so much for
Thank you, ma'am.
sharing
Thank
today.
you so much.
Thank you.
We've been chatting today with the Director of Operations, Rosa Omar-Castro, and the Community Outreach Referral Coordinator, Venus Raguine of Marianas Health Services, talking about the Hoffa initiative, a free program starting January 12th for individuals 18 and older who are at high risk for diabetes to really help jumpstart, as they said, a better life. You can contact them for more information at 233-4646. This has been your Humanities Half Hour. I'm Catherine Perry.
This program was supported by a We the People grant awarded to the Northern Marianas Humanities Council from the National Endowment for the Humanities. Any views, findings, conclusions, or recommendations expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily represent those of the National Endowment for the Humanities or the Northern Marianas Humanities Council.